Younger men are fucking lost. I've decided to offer some words of advice to 30 and under that may help from having to endure the piousness of Jordan Peterson or falling for the manosphere cult of Andrew Tate and his followers.
And what's the alternative?
That's unnecessary.
He's one tough son of a bitch.
Never shake hands from a sitting position. You look lazy, arrogant, and you never know who it is you're meeting. A handshake is an introduction, so make an impression, because you don't get a second chance at a first impression. Never insult the cooking when you are the guest. When somebody shows you the respect and courtesy of preparing food for you, never insult it. Don't eat the last piece of food on a plate. It shows you up to be a greedy cunt. It shows disrespect for those around you. And while this may seem like a very small thing, trust me, I got a 12-year-old girl that hates my guts because I ate her last prawn. That's how big a deal something so small can be. Never make the first offer in a negotiation. If you put your balls on the table first, then the guy you're doing business with knows your measure and you don't know his. Don't take credit for work you didn't do. People who take credit for work they don't do are undeserving people. Credit given where credit is due. And if you show credit, if you stand up for that guy that went 1 yard extra, your teammates are going to respect you instead of thinking you're a cunt. Don't ask to go somewhere you haven't been invited to. If the person who doesn't invite you doesn't, there's a good reason for it. They may well have saved you from a situation where you would have felt like a total dick. Don't beg for a relationship. If you're patient and wait and have some self-respect and dignity, the right one will come along. Dress well, no matter what the occasion. This not only shows respect for anybody you encounter, that you also feel better about yourself. Shower, keep your hair cut, wear clean clothes, use a bit of cologne, but present yourself well, because that is how the world sees you and ultimately how you see yourself. Always carry cash. It shows that you have some value, but it's also just common sense. Can't bribe your way out of this shit with a credit card. Cash is king. Long shall it remain so. There's a lot to be learned from others. Always listen. Be attentive. Always be present. And this will carry you far. Here's one I shouldn't even have to tell you, but I see it too fucking much. Don't lose your shit in front of other people. When it comes to anger issues, walk away. Go to the dunny and take a piss. Take a few deep breaths. But don't disgrace yourself. You're only going to look like a dick. Everyone around you is going to start scratching their necks and looking away. So hold it together. Don't put your fucking phone on the table. And less still, pick it up when you're engaged with others. Put your phone in your pocket. Bullshit on your Instagram or your fucking Facebook page is more important than what I've got to say to you. Fuck you, fuck off. Don't pose with alcohol. Taking selfies of yourself at the dance party when you're off your fucking head and you've got a bottle of piss in your hand or a blue cocktail. Stick that on social media. It's out there for the whole world to see. Years from now, you might be applying for a job and you've got a sharp prospective employer. He's going to look at your social media profiles, and if he sees you off your fucking head, he's going to think this person's unreliable, has no self-control, and you're off the shortlist. If everybody else around you's got open drinks of booze, make sure you got water, and then you're going to look cool. Develop a firm handshake. And that doesn't mean crushing the knuckles out of somebody like some biker bully, but don't hand them a wet fish. A strong handshake is how we bond with people, men to men. Let them see that you've got the strength to give a lot more, but don't show it. Always speak honestly. Without honesty, what have you got? Nothing. Because your bullshit will always be found out. That doesn't mean being cruel. It doesn't mean being rude. But tact and honesty are what we build our character on. It shows you to be the right person. If you're in the wrong, apologize for fuck's sakes. It's not hard. It de-escalates potential conflict situations. It gets respect from those you have inadvertently wronged, and effectively it shows you have the strength of character to admit when you are wrong. Always listen to your gut. Throughout the millennia, men have hunted to feed and battled to protect. We have developed powerful instincts, biochemical reactions when we sense danger. These are manifested by a sensation in your gut. If you are in an evolving situation or the wrong place, your gut will always tell you. I would not be here to tell you this now if I had not listened to my gut. And the very few times I didn't, I ended up in the shit. Don't be a dick. The world's full of them. And look at the shit they're making. That's all I have to say about that. One last thing my producer asked me to pass on. It's okay to order steak at a lobster house, but never order lobster at a steakhouse. Oh! In case you girls are feeling left out, front to back, ladies. Always front to back. You know what I mean?
The code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.